So Curiteva Incorporated is a medical device OEM company here in Tanner, Alabama. We're still a relatively young company. We employ somewhere between 50 and 60 employees to date. And as far as revenue is concerned, we're getting really close to the $10 million a year mark, which is extremely exciting for us. We've grown at an exponential rate over the past several years, 4 years, 5 years or so. And again, we manufacture our own line of spinal implants and devices used for the implantation into the body. And we're growing our portfolio of hospitals around the country, mostly in the southeastern U.S. That are utilizing our product, most notably here in Huntsville, Alabama, for the use of our Aptitude and Sage cervical implant line. So, we also, one of our foundations here at Curiteva was built upon contract manufacturing in the medical device industry. So we kind of utilize that to help with the financial burden of starting an OEM by past experiences and working relationships with other medical OEMs in the industry. We've been able to do contract manufacturing to provide the funding and necessary things to help build our infrastructure to support the growth of this new OEM on our side. And through a lot of hard work, strategic planning, and et cetera, we've been able to grow Curiteva while not having to assume a lot of the debt and things that a lot of upstart companies endure. So we've got a very savvy sales team here who is able to pull this off, in conjunction with a very skilled workforce. Was able to make this happen. So again, without getting too off deep in the weeds, we have only product that benefit the spine. We have implants that work in the cervical spine region, the lumbar region of the spine, the sacroiliac joint in the hip region, among some other various instrumentation used for generic use of instruments in the spinal region, just disc prep devices, so forth and so on. We specialize in multi-axis CNC machining. We utilize some of the latest and greatest of CNC technology to produce parts in the most efficient manner possible in regards to throughput, not necessarily in how fast can you build the part, but how much product can you reliably push through your facility and obtain great quality? So we utilize a lot of innovative fixture designs, machining equipment, cutting tools. We perform a lot of in-house training to our employees to ensure that they're set up for success. With the quality regulations for the medical industry, we by default have been forced to employ a lot of highly regulated processes and procedures that manage and govern all of our manufacturing, from receipt of order through shipment of final product. It's very strict to meet the FDA and all the other industry standard, like ISO and so forth. So we've done a lot in the short amount of time that this company has been together. The individuals who work here have worked together over the last 20 years at various other medical companies. So we've just taken that knowledge and experience and parlayed it into a very successful company for us. So what we're looking for are bright, young-minded, and people of any age group for that matter, individuals, whether they be female, male, it doesn't matter. We're a equal opportunity employer, but we're just looking for energetic people, motivated people who are interested in working for a medical device manufacturing company with a lot of opportunity for growth, personally and financially within the company. So we've been reaching out to different investors to help raise a lot of capital to help grow the business. So we've got a lot of money set aside for various projects. We've recently, I can't go into too much detail because it's a proprietary thing and it hasn't 100% finalized yet, but we have recently acquired a company out of the Northeast who also had a proprietary medical manufacturing process that we wanted to bring within our realm of capabilities to kind of give us a leg up on the competition. So within the next probably 12 months, that product will be released and it'll be, public knowledge. But I apologize. At this time, I can't really go into too much more detail than that because it's still so new. But until everything's finalized legally and whatnot, I can't disclose a lot of information. So we are really growing our business within the last 24 months. We have increased our floor capacity by 2/3. We started off with approximately 10,000 square feet. Now we're up near 30,000 square feet. We've increased our workforce by 50% in the last calendar year. We've added a considerable amount of machining capacity, or in other words, new equipment to the fold out there on the floor to help with our backlog of work. And really the struggle now is just finding people, trying to get the right mix of people to come in and help perform all the tasks that we need. So we're trying to be active in the community with our local education systems and try to get as many young individuals and just any individual for that matter to become aware of our company, come see us, and hopefully be interested in employment here. So. First, I want to give a little bit of credit to Wallace State. So, Wallace State has a machine tool technology program. I'm not sure what they actually call it nowadays, but it's along that line, that has produced quite a few of our employees here. So the curriculum that you learn there, and I'm one of them. I graduated from Wallace State back in the early 2000s, and from that program was able to represent Wallace State in the VICA, the Vocational Industrial Clubs of America competitions that they have on the national level, and that's just, I would say I'm a product of their school system there. The instructors that I had at the time, the curriculum, everything was able to help mold me into a very skilled individual at an early age. So with that said, we've got multiple people. The owner of this company was a graduate of Wallace State. Just about all of the key individuals in the manufacturing realm of our business were graduates of Wallace State. Our production manager, our manufacturing manager, myself, the manufacturing engineering manager, our chief operating officer, like I said, the owner of the company. These are all individuals with a machinist background who is able to, take that foundation of knowledge they learned at Wallace State and turn that into a successful business over time. So, with that said, just machinists in general of all experience levels is what we're looking for. We really have a need for everyone, from a novice, a beginner, someone that maybe had a vocational education out of high school, to a graduate, from a recent graduate of Wallace State or current student at Wallace State. We really have different departments within our company that could utilize from, the skill set of all those types of individuals. More specifically, I would like to kind of make mention of an area that we see that is very hard to identify individuals as candidates. Is from a metrology point of view, like quality inspectors. We have a lot of machinists on hand, but rarely do we find individuals with a quality background to perform inspection and whatnot to make sure that our product is conforming to customer and our own engineering's drawing requirements, and then as well as industry requirements. So that was going to be something I mentioned. You kind of learn the basis of metrology at some of these vocational schools, such as Wallace State. And maybe if there could be more emphasis on that type of training, that could be beneficial to someone like us. For example, we currently have to load, let's say, cross train individuals to do this. Like I said, they already kind of have the foundation of a quality inspector. However, they may be more geared toward the machining aspect of this industry. Sometimes we find that those individuals maybe, just aren't quite where they need to be in regards to machining, but they can be very successful in regards to inspection and other quality related tasks, quality engineering related tasks, just anything to do with, quality assurance, and they can have very successful careers. So what we find is no one really offers that course. Most people, that is just something that people on the job training that they acquire that, they can then eventually parlay into positions similar to that, as they grow and establish their careers through multiple companies. So I would definitely keep that in mind if you guys try to expand your your class offerings and curriculums and so forth. In regards to COVID-19, now we have had to completely alter some of our manufacturing practices, the way we manage our employees, to ensure safety and compliance with all, newly required processes to help control the spread of the virus and so forth. So, we've greatly reduced the visitors on site. We've got all types of new sterilization practices in place on a daily basis, on an hourly basis of every day. The list goes on. We comply with just about everything the CDC recommends that, businesses comply with to help control the spread. But with that said, we have not really experienced a downfall in sales, productivity, anything for that matter. That's one of the beauties of being in the medical manufacturing industry. People continue to get sick, they continue to grow old, they continue to have needs to help enhance their quality of life, to relieve any types of nerve pains they have on their spinal columns. And so we did see on our OEM side, where we sell our own product, a dip in sales when the local government, the state of Alabama, kind of put a halt to elective-based surgeries. So we did see a halt there in sales to a degree. Now, accidents still happen. A lot of our implants are used in trauma cases. Unfortunately, there were several individuals who experienced car wrecks or some form of an accident who were given some of our implants to help correct those issues, and we're glad that we could be there to help them with that. So, we still saw revenue coming in from the local hospitals. Again, like I mentioned, we also have a contract manufacturing side of the business, and I think everybody was working under the pretense that this was not going to last forever in regards to the halt on elective surgery. So all of our contract customers kept all active contracts intact, allowed us to continue manufacturing. I think we saw a change in on the accounting side. Some of our customers, some of our hospitals wanted to kind of extend the payment terms to help ease with the burden of COVID and the loss of sales that various companies experienced. But in total, this was our best year. This was our highest profitable year that we've had to date. So, like I said, we've been so blessed this year.